how's it going? I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we watched the 11th episode of Tales of Zesteria.
The X.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 11th episode of Tales of Zesteria, the X, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comments section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, on this episode of Tales of Zesteria, we are moving towards the battle.
Moving towards. Fuck.
Right up in it.
Yeah.
Balls deep.
Well, no, we started off with them moving into position.
Okay, yeah.
We get introduced
Prelude
to
to battle.
two female knights that are under Alicia's command. And as we've learned so far, if you're a female knight underneath Alicia's command, you're pretty much boned. And not in the good way.
But they want to be. Especially the archer.
Also, I just want to stop like right there where it introduced them and go like,
What the fuck were you guys thinking?
why is it necessary? Like, this is making me sound very SJW at this point, but why is it necessary to bring these female characters on the screen and the first bit that we see of them, they're talking about their breast size?
And how much they filled out.
And how much they filled out.
Fan service.
How womanly they are.
I also do want to point out that they also said something about 10 days.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's probably some reference to the game that I'm just not getting.
Yeah, it's either like an in-joke relating to the game, or it's just anime being anime.
Which
Which is actually rather weird for Ufotable, because they're usually not like that.
Yeah.
Like, that bad, unless it's like
It
a
has
manga
to be
series like
something
Carnal
with the
Phantasm.
game, because
There's something we're not getting, I don't think.
that really just annoyed me because I didn't really feel that it was necessary in this series.
I agree. I mean, everything else that kind of happened after that little conversation is all right, but I don't know, kind of came off Ange Vierge-ish to me.
Yeah, it really did.
it was edgy talk.
Unnecessary fan service.
Yeah.
Well,
And
we
it
can
wasn't
call
even
that.
it wasn't even good
service.
it wasn't even fan service.
That's true. It's just a little conversation, huh?
It was very poorly made conversation.
It's unnecessary small talk.
It's the kind of small talk that guys who have no experience with women think that women talk about when they're alone together.
Yeah.
Like, that's straight up what it is. I felt that the series didn't need to stoop that low.
And we should know about stooping low for jokes. So,
Yeah, I mean, how many sex jokes have we made about Alicia?
in this episode,
Speaking of which, there's a little bit of conversation between Sore and Alicia when they stop to make camp, because they both went to get water. But basically, Sore is saying, if this does end up becoming a war, you can't count on me being on your side. I have to stay neutral. Basically, he supports her right up until they go to war. Because
then he has to wreck everyone's shit to get him to stop fighting.
she's going the pacifist route anyway, so
Yeah, and she understands, and
yeah.
I mean that's his place. I mean, he's a religious figure. He's not a general or anything like that.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be that figure of peace. So there you go.
But then they continue on to the battlefield, and they basically split up. So Alicia and Rose go to the I guess castle where the general for their army is at, to try to reason with them, and then Sore goes straight out onto the battlefield to start cleansing.
Yeah.
Begin the cleansing. Which I'm
Did you
sure
have to
is
add the German accent to it? I said glass of juice. Come on now, get it right.
Oh Lord, I didn't even intend that either. Anyway,
Also, it's subliminal. Okay.
yeah, my mind's pretty much like toast at this point. Anyway, so Alicia and Rose go up to the castle, and Alicia basically just, orders her way in. She's the fucking princess.
Duh. I mean,
And then she goes to talk to the general.
I love the general's reaction. What do you mean the princess is here?
She wouldn't be anywhere this close to the battlefield. Hi, General.
Oh shit! I actually love Rose's whole deal. She's like checking
With
out the
the-
waiter with the tonsuri and all that. Just,
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Right. But what happens is that the general is following that Lord Asshole's orders.
Yeah. Authority being just a little usurped here.
Yeah.
Lord and princess.
Yeah. No, I mean that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Like, the guy is basically helping that lord lead a coup,
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much.
And unfortunately, there's not much that the princess can do because she decided to go into the castle with only herself and her witness.
Though
I think that was a little foolish.
that was a bit foolish, but at least at first, when stuff starts going south, apparently that's almost all she needed.
Right?
Damn.
Actually, to be honest, they probably would have been fine if Rose hadn't tried to kill that guy and Alicia stopped her.
Yeah, they probably would have been 100% fine if Alicia didn't feel the need to not harm, to actually not put like mortal wounds on anybody.
Oh yeah, I mean, if they were serious, there'd be none of them left.
Yeah, pretty
Where
much.
they were going, jeez.
But yeah, the general orders Alicia's capture. Alicia disagrees with that slightly.
Sorry, I don't do requests.
Yeah, and I just like how the whole fight starts. Rose.
It's a shame, but
Yeah.
epic party foul.
I guess she did that because she didn't have a mic to drop. But yeah, it was actually a really cool little fight there. Especially the roundhouse kicks and jumping split kicks that
I know,
Rose
right?
had.
The whole scene and the way that it played out was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Again, I mean, ufotable animation on point, especially with their action scenes here.
There's a reason why it's to be expected, but it's also worth it that Ufotable does like the split seasons.
Because I have to put that much time into their details.
Yeah.
But yeah, to kind of finish up before we go back over to Sori, we'll go ahead and finish up what happened with Alicia because it was all split up throughout the episode.
Yeah.
Alicia ended up, like we said, stopping Rose.
Stopping Rose from killing Mo,
Well,
or Bolt.
basically, Rose is like, okay, you've proved your point. At this point,
It's
it
self-defense.
is literally self-defense. We should kill some of these people.
Yeah.
And Alicia says, no, they're still my countrymen. We need to do this peacefully.
And
As
Rose
peacefully as
says,
possible.
screw
"Fuck it."
this. I'm gonna go Leroy Jenkins, and
And Alicia stops her from killing a guy. And then the guy with the
the guy with the bowl cut,
the bowl cut.
assumes the backstab position.
yeah. Well, Alicia can say goodbye to that kidney.
Ouch. But I gotta say though, Alicia's little parting shot. Wipe the blood off your blade. It'll rust.
Right.
Damn. Oh my god.
Oh, so badass.
The girl has bigger balls than any of us do, that's for
Right.
sure.
She definitely has the biggest balls in that room. Maybe in that country.
Probably in
Probably.
the country.
But the guy who stabbed her, the look on his face.
He's scared shitless.
Yeah.
You could tell that he's like a new recruit.
Yeah.
He's a new recruit and he's definitely between a rock and a hard place. On the one hand, he has orders. On the other hand, he just stabbed his country's princess in
Yeah.
the back. Damn.
But yeah, and Rose makes it very apparent, do you guys understand what you just did?
Yeah.
Y'all fucked up. That's what they did.
But apparently,
Especially given that amount of blood.
yeah.
Like that was not a small amount of blood that was coming.
It drove about that deep. I mean, that kind of stab should have been coming out the other side.
Especially with as skinny as she is. But like I said, that definitely destroyed a kidney.
Yeah.
And you kind of got major blood vessels running through there.
Yeah.
If this wasn't anime, she'd be being rushed to infirmaries.
Honestly, with the level of technology in this world, she would be toast.
She's
However,
healing magic.
Yeah, yada yada. Especially since her very own Seraph showed up to save her.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
She summoned the Airbender.
Yeah, out of nowhere. I don't even remember if anything was really said. I think like the general was like.
Nothing was mentioned.
The general was like, "Yeah, that's how you do it," and then
boom!
Yeah.
Everyone just blown back.
Shattered all the windows. Everybody's blown off their feet. And then Alicia looks up and goes.
And you see a sort of
Seraph.
like you see a sort of like cut off shot from above. You see like everything but the dude's face. I'm pretty sure it's a dude.
Probably. Yeah.
So
most likely.
yeah.
But yeah, so new Seraphim.
And as it turns out, Alicia can see them without Sori's help.
Sori.
Or at least that one.
Or at least that particular one without Sori's help.
Probably because she's close to death. I mean, what?
Maybe. But that finishes off what happens with Alicia, as where we are left off.
Now back to Sori.
I'm back to Sori.
Oh boy, this battlefield. Oh, yeah.
I don't
We
think
had
I
a
have
feeling.
a whole lot to say because it was mostly just action. It was very well done.
Action is just like sort of sweeping, establishing shots. So yeah, big ass battlefield, shit ton of malevolence.
Yeah, basically Sori comes down and he swoops across and like flattens a whole shitload of troops and gets all of their malevolence at once.
All of their memories and just
This is all everything. Ouch.
And then he uses his powers that he gets from the Seraphim.
I love how he uses them in combination with each other.
Yeah, I
That
do
was
too.
so
Like,
slick.
yeah, he just like goes straight from
fire
using
type
Lila to
using Mikleo to using
using
Edna,
Edna.
just seamlessly.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous fight scene.
That's how you do it. Like, way to go, Ufotable. That's definitely how.
and it was gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I mean,
There was
that's
no
pretty much it, yeah.
conversation. I mean,
Not a whole lot except for like, sorry, you all right? Okay, back to it. That's pretty much it.
And then, like, I think it was the enemy troops started launching catapults at him, and he just whips out Mikleo's power.
Man, the catapults
His
get their
arrows,
shit mixed.
his arrows will blot out the sun.
And they cannot
By
fight
himself.
and they cannot fight in the shade.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I do want to point out that for a force that was meant to flank from the rear of a certain group. Now that's what started this whole thing. A group from the rear attacked, surprised this surprised General what's his face, and they launched a counterattack. For a force that was coming from the rear, that's a huge fucking force.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out there. The battlefield was
Enormous.
way more intense than I thought it was going to be.
Well, and then we find out that Sori was only at a very small part of the battlefield.
Yeah, he only hit the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, and then he rounds the corner, exits the canyon, and just sees a field just chock full of people fighting.
And also, I mean, on a battlefield of that scale, it looks like there's a lot more than the 20,000 on either side. That Alicia said that, what was it, General Landon's troops would be like around 18 to 20,000 strong. Yeah, that looks like there's a hell of a lot more on this battlefield, hundreds of thousands. It looks really crowded.
Yeah, actually an animation bit that I really didn't like was when he goes to the big battlefield, you see that it's basically just completely mixed troops and there's fighting all over. You wouldn't necessarily actually ever see that. Because there should be a line that's fighting, and then the people behind are not. Like the two forces, there's one point where they meet, and then behind that you shouldn't see any fighting.
I mean, sometimes, like, rarely it kind of devolves into that sort of melee.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be that big. Like, you shouldn't get 20,000 troops on this side and 20,000 troops on this side all mixed.
Mixed perfectly. You should have like a little mix in the middle and then some.
I was definitely going to mention that is a very Hollywood battlefield.
Yes, it is.
It's mixed for a spectacular scene.
Yeah.
But unrealistic.
Because you are more likely to see a mesh of troops at the front of a battlefield like this.
Yeah, sort of where they meet.
But the backside of the troops, you know.
Again, there shouldn't they shouldn't really be fighting.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a complete overlap.
There should be like a front, and then right behind that you got kind of a mix of guys going towards the front and guys that are injured coming away.
Or if there's like a flanking attack, kind of like is demonstrated here, there should be like multiple fronts. But again,
there should be a squashed position. Squashed. Technical term.
So yeah, that's a technical term.
Or a compressed form, of some sort. If they're being pressed from the front, it should look, or if they're being pressed from the back, it should look pressed from the back.
Yeah, you could tell where the front lines are. Yeah, basically.
Here, there was no.
It's just
Yeah. There's a technical term for that, and I was trying to think of what it is, but I can't remember. It's not English. I do know that. I think it's a French term.
I'll call it squashed.
Anyway.
I'm unprofessional. Deal with it.
Yeah. So it was really epic. Really looking forward to the finale of. I guess technically it is this season. Like, it is a finale for this season.
They are calling it season 2. There was a little stinger announcing a season 2. So if that's what they're calling it, we might as well just call it a season, I think.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Big season finale. Oh my God.
Looking forward to it.
Very much so.
Unfortunately, the stinger for season 2 gave very little of what's going on in season 2.
Well, of course. I mean, it's not a full-on trailer. It's just announcing that season 2 is going to happen.
Well, I'm just pointing out that little stinger it didn't look like it had any new animation.
It just showed the familiar characters.
Yeah,
more
pretty
or less.
much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time.